Welcome to hi everyone. I'm John. This is my partner, my dad, Mark.
You want to start that again? You started welcome to, and then you're connected. Why don't you start it again?
I'm sorry.
That's no problem. Go ahead. It's
Welcome.
live.
It's live, Dad. Yes. Welcome to a great habit show and a visit with John and Mark. My partner, my dad, Mark, and our company is John's Crazy Socks, and our mission is spreading happiness.
That's why it's the Spreading Happiness Show, right?
Yeah, the spreading happiness show.
We'll try to bring a little smile to your face, a little
Yes.
joy, huh? We're going to spend some time. We'll talk about our Autism Can Do Scholarship.
I'm really excited.
We'll talk about Funny Girl and you connecting with
Oh,
Leah
I'm
Michele.
so much fun.
We'll
Yes.
talk about some other things going on, movies we've seen, some stuff happen at work. We'll talk about eating healthy, your
Yes.
snowshoe meet coming up. We got a lot going on.
I'm really excited.
We got a lot happening. So, welcome, folks. You happy?
Welcome.
You in a good mood?
Yes, I am.
Put a smile on folks' face? So last Wednesday, we told you that on Friday night, John was going to see what?
A funny girl.
Funny Girl.
I'm so happy.
He was so excited.
I'm so excited.
You were looking forward to it, right?
Yes, I did.
It was a Christmas gift. You and your mom were going to go.
Yes, we did.
And we put out a call, like send it up the bat signal. John, who's the star of the show?
And Lee Michele.
Leah Michele. And who's a big Leah Michele fan?
I am.
So we put word out to ask if anybody in our community had a connection and knew Leah Michele and could arrange for John to meet Leah Michele.
I'm so excited.
And we got an overwhelming number of responses. So here's the bad news. The bad news is that because of COVID restrictions on Broadway, none of the theaters are allowing any backstage visitors or
Right.
any meet and greets. But Leah Michele heard the call, and she sent you a signed. What'd she send you? A signed CD.
She got me up a signed CD album from the Broadway.
The cast album.
I cast album.
You love that, right?
I love it.
And that was pretty awesome. But then she topped that, and Leah Michele made a special personalized video and sent it to John,
I'm so happy.
talking about how impressed she was with what you've been doing.
Yes.
It was so sweet and nice.
I'm so happy.
Sent you over the moon, didn't it?
Yes. I'm so happy.
And then when you got to the theater, everybody treated you like royalty, right?
Yes, Dad.
They came up and said, "Are you John?"
Yes.
And you brought her a box of socks,
I did.
and you sent her a video,
I did. I make a video.
right? Because you always got to be grateful, always got to say
Yes.
thank you.
Absolutely.
So that was awesome.
It's so much fun.
You were so happy,
I did. I really had so much fun.
and it was a great weekend too, right? You and your mom went to dinner.
Yeah, we had a great, delicious dinner. The night. We went to a Pago, that Italian restaurant in the city.
In
It's really
the theater
good.
district, right? And you liked it? You had short ribs, right?
It's so ripped. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it was good. And then you got up Saturday morning, you stayed at a hotel, and you guys had breakfast?
Yeah, that we went to dinner.
Junior's for breakfast?
Yes.
And then where'd you go?
Then we go see museum. Is a Broadway of museum. It's very interesting.
Right? And we got haircuts. I came to get you. We got haircuts. You could tell that.
Oh yeah.
You're looking good.
Hey babe, I got my haircut.
We were on a call the other day, and somebody said, "John, that haircut's so spiffy."
Oh yeah, 50. Yes.
But it was a good weekend. We Sunday there was snowshoe practice.
Yes.
We went to the movies, saw the Fablemans. Did you like that show?
I love that movie.
It was about
Not a show, a movie.
right. It was Steven Spielberg's autobiographical film of how he fell in love with the movies and making movies.
Right.
Pretty neat.
I love it.
And then, like good Americans, we watched football.
Oh, yeah, we did.
A couple of tough games. You know, too bad with San Francisco, they had a quarterback getting hurt.
Yeah.
But that was an exciting game
Right.
with Kansas City and Cincinnati. And John just learned about another reason that you may like Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, they do.
What's that?
Patrick Mahomes, his father,
Right?
Pat Mahomes.
Mm-hmm. That's how they differentiate. The father goes by Pat Mahomes, and the son goes by Patrick Mahomes.
Yes.
Right? And what'd you find out about the father?
The father, he is a MLB.
He was a major league pitcher.
A baseball.
And who'd he pitch for?
New York Mets.
The Mets. And who's a Met fan?
We are.
So that means you're very tight there with Patrick Mahomes.
Yes, it is.
So normally we do football picks on a football season,
Yes.
but there's no game this weekend. I mean, there's some shenanigans about the Pro Bowl, which is now a touch football game, but no real game. So we'll wait till next week to pick the Super Bowl.
Yep.
All right? How are we doing in our picks?
Over time.
We were tied 3-1 last weekend.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
1-1.
Oh, 1-1. And the weekend before we were 3-1.
Yes.
If we were betting real money, that would be good. But we're not betting real money, are we? Well, we have other things going on, but today's a special day
Yes.
because today we opened entries for our
Autism Can Do Scholarship.
the Autism Can Do Scholarship.
I'm
This
really
is the
excited.
5th year we're doing it.
Yes.
So, listen, much of our mission is designed to show what people with different abilities can do. More than half our colleagues have a different ability, and the most common diagnosis, if you will, is autism.
Yeah.
So we want to share with the world what people with autism can do, and we want to support them. So we have our Autism Can Do Scholarship.
Yeah, we do.
And there are now 3 prizes. $5,000 for the winner, $2,500 for second place, $1,000 for third place, to use to pay for tuition, go to school, advancement. You got to be leaving high school or out of high school. You got to submit a brief statement about yourself, and you got to design
I designed
socks.
socks.
Right? If you go to our website, what's the website?
At Sean'sCrazySock.com. I have a link below or scroll down on the page.
You go to johnscrazysocks.com, go to the bottom of the page, and you will see the link for the Autism Can Do Scholarship. And we're able to do it because we have 2 partners in this now.
Yeah, we do. One at Wickham.
Wrangham,
Oh.
a great staffing company, they're out changing the
It's
world.
great. And our Doug Foodie.
The Doug Flutie Jr.
Foundation.
Foundation for Autism. So they're co-sponsors, they work with us on it, it's really great. We encourage you, if you have autism, consider applying for the scholarship. If you know of somebody, pass the word on. The winners, last year's winner, Thomas Alba, happened to come from New York and made these great socks called
It's wonderful.
I Dig
History.
I Dig History, right?
I love that.
And before that was Blake from Eleanor Blake from California.
Yes.
And then we had a guy winning from Massachusetts, and the first winner was Garrett Cole Nichols from Arkansas. He
Yes.
made computer socks. You don't have to be a graphic designer to enter. You just have to be able to draw and design socks. No photos, no copyright images. But you go to the webpage. What's the website?
And Sean'sCrazySocks.com.
Right. Go there at the bottom of the page. You'll see the link. We hope you'll consider applying or certainly passing the word on. Right?
Right.
So that's pretty cool. We had a couple of things going on recently with the Entrepreneurs Organization.
Yes.
I'm a member of that. You're very active support in that. We gave a presentation last week to the group on marketing.
Your coach.
Did you like that?
Yes, I do.
That was pretty neat. And last night, we went to the kickoff of a friend's book. It was the book launch party for our friend Steve DeSante and his book, Pitchology. Very cool. The art and science of pitching to investors. It's an inventive book. You know what he did? Not only did he write the book,
Right.
but every chapter is backed by a podcast interview.
Oh, yes.
That's pretty neat. You like Steve. Steve and you
I
guys.
like Steve.
He's a dynamic investor. I mean, a dynamic entrepreneur, that's for sure. So what else we have going on? Oh, you know, I'm a Bob Dylan fan, right?
You do.
And you know what fan is short for?
Fantastic.
Fanatic, right? You get to be a little crazy. So last May, I decided to embark on a crazy sort of exercise. What I decided to do was to share my love of Bob Dylan's music with other people. And I said, yeah, I'm going to send out an email. I'll do a song of the day. I'll pick one Bob Dylan song and I'll write about it, maybe the history or how it was made or how he wrote or what connections I see in it or just how it made me feel. And I would send that out. And I started sending it to like 24 people and then they started sharing it and adding more people. You know how many I've sent out now?
How many?
252.
Wow.
252 days in a row. You know what this is? Crazy. No backup every night. In fact, I still got to write it tonight, which is very cool. So,
Yeah.
you know, if you want, just contact us and I'll be glad to add you to the list. Right? It's service at John's Crazy Socks. I'll be glad to add you to the list of people who get that Bob Dylan email. You know, if you're a Bob Dylan fan, or if you just like to read stuff.
Yes.
That's all neat. This weekend, what do you got going?
This weekend, I'm going to a snowshoe competition.
Oh.
I'm really excited.
Now, this is really neat. You've been doing that 8-9 years, maybe?
Yes.
And John was on the first team on Long Island. We live outside New York City on Long Island. Long Island has two big counties, Nassau County and Suffolk County.
Yes.
There are 2.5 million people living here, though. And when you started, you were the only team.
Right.
So to go to the regional meet, you had to go way upstate. That was your regional meet.
Yeah.
Well, last year, for the first time, they held a regional meet on Long Island because there are so many teams, snowshoe teams now on Long Island. And we don't get much snow here. We haven't had snow yet. Where do you train?
I train in the beach.
So it's pretty neat. So you got this weekend, and then towards the end of the month, you got the state games up in Syracuse.
Yes, I'm really excited.
So that's fun. And where you going Friday night?
Excuse me. Friday night I'm going to Susie's Playhouse. It's at the Albies at Downstream. At Susie's Playhouse, I have an event called Fantastic Friends, and they're all ages. I young and
So you're going out to socialize.
I'm young and adult.
And it's because John, you're trying to expand your social
I'll
circles.
expand it.
That means you got to go out and meet new people.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And
So Gigi's Playhouse is this nationwide network of community centers for people with Down syndrome. We love what they do.
right.
There's one in Long Island. We help support them. We support and do things with the one in New York
Right.
City. We've done it with elsewhere. We visited the one in Fargo, North Dakota.
Yes.
We may be going to one in Phoenix,
I'm
in
really-
Scottsdale.
I'm really excited. Yes.
So that's a lot going
Yeah,
on.
and also I want to share something.
Yeah.
Today is very special day today.
Who? Yes. Why?
My good friend,
You.
he lives in Lincoln, Texas. His company is Play Snow Shack. He's selling snow cones.
Blake
And-
Wade. Blake
Wade.
Pyron.
Pyron birthday today.
It's his birthday. That's awesome.
Happy birthday, Blake.
Blake watches often. Blake, let's send word. Happy birthday, Blake!
Happy birthday, Blake!
Blake is the snow cone king of Texas.
Yes.
Right? Oh, that's wonderful. They've had snow and ice and stuff down in Texas. In fact, the Piston game, the Detroit Piston game, has been canceled for tonight or postponed because they couldn't fly out of Texas.
Right.
Wow. So I hope things are okay for folks out in Texas. But happy birthday, Blake!
Happy birthday, Blake!
A lot of birthdays in this month.
Yes.
Lincoln's birthday.
Yep.
Washington's birthday.
Yep. Keep coming.
Can you think of somebody else who has a birthday this month? Could it be? Could it be you?
Yeah, my birthday.
Well, it's coming up. We got time, though. We got
excited.
time.
Yep. And also, Dad.
Yeah?
I tell a secret.
Go ahead.
Friday night, when I go out to the future playhouse,
Yes?
I get a girl.
Oh, you're going to ask a girl out on a date? Very big. So, this is unusual. Usually, in addition to doing this Facebook Live show, we have a podcast. What's that podcast called?
Spring Happy Podcast.
The Spreading Happiness Podcast. Once a week, it's on all the Shopify, it's on all the normal platforms for, we have every platform for a podcast. And one of the weekly features is John gives you an update on his love life.
Right. And I kind of look with that.
Yeah?
I went out to Patrick and Emily.
Your brother and your sister-in-law?
And I told them, I want to ask a girl out a date.
Yeah.
And I want to ask my brother, give me advice.
Advice. He's an old married man. Why don't you ask your brother Jamie? He's single.
I asked Patrick.
Okay.
I asked Patrick, give me.
Did he give you advice?
Yeah.
Okay. You didn't want to ask me?
I need a brother advice.
You need brother's advice, brotherly advice. Okay. That's great. I'm glad you can talk to your brother. Patrick's a good brother.
I'm so lucky to have a creepy like Patrick and Jamie.
You are. You're a fortunate man. All right, you want to tell some jokes?
Yes, I get my talk over there.
Here are your jokes.
Thank you, Dad. I want to give a shout out to one of my colleagues, Masoom. Masoom said.
Oh, he helped you with the jokes?
Yeah, I wonder so. He said,
Okay.
what did the chicken say to the goat?
What did the chicken say to the goat?
It's nice to meet you.
Meet, M-E-A-T. Meet you.
Meet you.
I don't get it. Maybe you ought to go back to Masoom and say, Masoom, what the heck is going on here? Did I miss something? Okay.
I had two jokes. What did the school kids eat their homework?
Why did the school kids eat their homework?
Because their teacher told them it was a piece of cake.
Oh, Johnny boy.
Yeah. Last one is, what did the Wizards team lose the baseball game?
Why did the Witches team lose the baseball game?
Their best flew away.
Oh.
I hear my dad's joke.
No, I get to tell my joke. They're just as bad as yours. So I don't know if I told you this. I was reading this new book. It was on anti-gravity. I couldn't put it down. Okay. What do you get when you cross Star Wars with baseball? The Empire Strikes Out. So I'm going to think hard about this. Why does a chicken coop only have 2 doors? Because if it had 4 doors, it would be a chicken sedan. Last one for you. What do you call an elephant on ice skates? An icebreaker. I'm glad I have such a good audience in this. All right, buddy. All right. Well, we've got a lot going on. World's opening up. We booked a bunch of flights, a place we're going to speak. We're going to
South Carolina.
South Carolina next week to Camden, because you're going to make an appearance at a Night to Shine prom, the Tim Tebow events. And then we're going to Las Vegas at the end of the month.
I'm so excited.
And we're going to speak with some folks from Hallmark out there. And then we go to Naples, Florida in March. So when we go to Night to Shine, we come back here, then we're taking you out for your birthday dinner.
I'm so excited.
You've already picked a restaurant, right?
I did.
Where are we going?
Dinosaur Barbecue.
Dinosaur Barbecue. It's as good as it sounds.
Yes, and also it's exciting.
Yeah?
It makes me really happy.
Yeah?
My mom invited my two cousins, Eric and Tommy.
They're coming. Well, that'll be neat.
I'm so excited.
And let's see. When we go to Naples, Florida, we're going to be speaking there on the 20th. We come back that night. The next day is March 21st. What's that?
World Down Syndrome Day.
You know where we're going to be speaking on World Down Syndrome Day? The United Nations.
United Nations.
How cool is that?
I'm so excited.
All right, let's check in with folks, see how folks are doing out here. Will Gathro, our friend from Florida.
Hi, Will.
Hey, Will, how are you? He wants to know how we doing. He's rooting for the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Sally says, great show.
Hi, Sally.
Thank you, Sally. We need encouragement. We may need editing and direction, but we appreciate that encouragement. Lisa says, hey, John.
Hello.
Will wants to know, you're going to Florida. Yes, we're making that trip to Naples.
Yeah, we do.
John Bleeker, our buddy John.
Hi, Master.
Hey, Brick, how are you doing? We miss seeing you, Brick.
Yes, I miss you, Master.
Oh, I was right. Blake has been watching. So happy birthday, Blake.
Yes.
He's saying, go Dallas. Well, the Dallas Cowboys, they're out of the playoffs, too. They're home with our Jets. Lindsay wants to know how the weather is. So Lindsay, because she's down in Texas, and it's, depending where you are in Texas, it's cold and it's icy. So we've had temperate weather. It got a little cold today. We had a little flurry, but we've gone 330 days with no snow. Wow. Who knows what's going on? And Susie Vaughn, our friend up in Massachusetts, says hello. I wonder how she's feeling about Tom Brady retiring today. Mary Slattery, the matriarch.
Hi,
She's glad to, she loves seeing the video from Leah Michele.
Thank you.
And she's pointing out, you know, she's up in Massachusetts and checks in at Holy Cross all the time. You know what they did at Holy Cross? For the first time ever, they retired. You honor a player by retiring a number. They retired 5 women basketball numbers.
Wow.
Some of our friends played on the basketball team. Margaret Dempsey, Margaret's unfortunately passed, and Teresa Opalaz played. So when Mom goes away, you know how she goes away with her friends from Holy Cross?
Yeah.
Well, a couple basketball players there.
Right.
Very neat. Let's see who else we have out here. Antonio says, hey guys.
Hi, Antonio.
Oh, our friend Connie. We were talking about you today.
Hi, Connie.
Connie, because somebody was asking for different references for speaking engagements. We're going to pass your name along if that's okay. She still loves her Bengals.
Yes.
That's it. You're not a real fan until your heart's been broken. Not until it hurts. It's a little crazy. But I hope things are well with you, Connie. And Bradley is saying, hey, I'm Bradley. Steve McGarry is saying hello from Philadelphia. Well, he might be happy, right? Philadelphia. There was a crazy thing this week. It drove your mother around the bend. They lit the Empire State Building up in green and white to celebrate the Eagle victory.
I like that.
Your mom was like, what are you doing? We're a giant town. They're the arch enemy. Connie is happy for your success. Angel says hello.
Hello, Angel.
Connie is saying, go Eagles. How about that? Blake Wade keeps checking in. Angel is down there in Texas, and Connie says she'd be glad to be a reference. Connie was very good to us.
Yeah.
Does really great work out there.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, we hope you folks have had a good week. We
Yes.
hope it's going to be a great week up ahead. You're going to have a great weekend, right? You're going to run hard in that snowshoe meet?
Yeah, I'm kidding. I'm so excited.
That's great. Well, thanks for listening. Hey, folks, if you
Thank
pass
you.
this on, if you ever want to check us out, you go to, what's the website?
SeanQuincySock.com.
If you want, you can join John's dance party every Tuesday afternoon at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. You host a dance party.
Yes.
Go to johnscrazysocks.com. At the bottom of the page, you can sign up for the dance party. You can see about the Autism Can Do Scholarship. That's also at the website. You can get a link to our podcast there.
Yes.
And understand, when you buy socks from us, you're going to be spreading happiness. The socks are going to make you feel great. They're great socks. We got over 30,000 five-star reviews.
Yes.
When you buy from us, you help us employ people with different abilities. You make a difference. More than half our colleagues have a different ability. You help us give back. We have raised over $550,000 for our charity partners. We delivered a check today to the Special Olympics. Right?
Yeah, we did.
Most of all, you help us spread happiness. So thank you very much, folks.
Thank you so much.
Have a great night. I hope you have a
Have a
great
good
week
night.
coming up. Bye.
Bye.